Hello YouTube. So in today's video, I am picking back up on a project that has been kind of at idle for a while. Had it off to the side, uh, pretty much getting distracted by other projects. But at last, I have reached the point where I'm going to be working on this motor again. This is from an ILG Model 163. And in my previous videos on this, I talked about how I basically deconstructed the entire thing, cut off the motor winding and analyzed it, got the wire sizes, the number of turns, how all the connections were made, everything. So uh, certainly go back and watch those videos if you would like to learn more about that step. And uh, from here on out, we'll be working on putting this all back together. So for this video, I just wanted to kind of make an overview of what is going to go into this. In the future, I'll make more videos that are in more detail as I go through each step. But for right now, I wanted to show some of the materials that I'll be working with. So obviously, we have the motor itself. We've got the stator core here. We've got the rotor and the front and rear end bell. So that is the basic meat and potatoes of the motor. Then we have, every motor needs to have the winding, the actual magnet wire. So I have that here. This is, I ordered this from Remington Industries. This is 30 gauge and 26 gauge. It's rated for 200C, and you can see it there. What it is the 30 gauge will be used for the start winding, and 26 gauge, which is a little bit thicker, will be used for the run winding. So that is that. Then I also have some hookup wire. This is 16 gauge. It's rated for 600 volt, and I think the temperature rating is 105 degrees C. So this is what I will use to make the leads that come out of the back of the motor that you hook up to. So we got hookup wire for that. Next we have, this is actually one of the first steps I do with rewinding the motor. This is called fish paper. And this is pretty much just going to make little sleeves that slide in between these slots and form a liner. And this liner is so that your magnet wire does not have any chance of coming into contact with the actual stator core. You know, if this were to just be put in here and you turn the motor on, and through vibration and other things that happen inside the motor, heat, eventually these wires would just short out against the iron laminations and you would have a dead motor again, and possibly a fire too. So rather than have that happening, you need to have some kind of insulation paper to line the slots. And then I have, this is a nylon. It may have fiberglass in it, but I can't remember. But I know it's at least all nylon. It's a lacing cord, and that is used after you have the winding installed. You stitch that through all the way around in between each of the slots, and when you stitch it and pull it tight each time, it really bonds all the windings, all those coils together really tight. And that's important. If you have a nice tight motor and then varnish it, everything's nice and tight, that motor's going to last a long time. But if you've got loose laminations, or sorry, not laminations, well, that could be a problem too. But if you have loose coils, loose turns in your different coils, that one turn of wire that starts, it'll vibrate and buzz when the motor's running. And over time, that buzzing, the insulation will chatter against itself and it will wear through, and then you'll have a short. Once you have a short, you get a hot spot and it all goes downhill from there. So that's what this is for. It's for making that nice and tight and solid, like one big piece. And then of course, I also have, this is a fiberglass sleeve, and I'll see if I can zoom in on that real quick. Maybe not. There we go. And the fiberglass sleeve is for covering all the joints. So if I have a joint between the magnet wire and other magnet wire, this will cover that joint. If I have a joint from magnet wire to the hookup wire, same thing. This will slip right over the hookup wire like this. And once everything is all snugged up with the lacing cord here and it's all varnished, everything's rock solid and nothing's going to move, and it's going to be a great motor. So that's pretty much all there is to that. That's all the materials that I need. I mean, obviously I'm going to have other tools and other small supplies I may need, but this is the bulk of everything you need to rewind a motor like this. So I hope you enjoyed that summary of what will be going on with this motor. I'll be making some more detailed videos of specific stages along the way while I'm doing the rewind process. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel. You'll see plenty of ILG fan content there. And just thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So have a fantastic day.